and the industry of what I do is not super huge in Tampa, right?
Mhm.
So I already knew that in my heart, like, I gotta bust a move at some point.
So that the differences between the
Yeah. So you ever have one of those moments where like your heart is just kind of like tugging on you, telling you like it's time to make that move?
Yeah, both of us.
Hell,
right?
Well, welcome here.
This is what it is. Is that what brought you guys to do this podcast?
Yeah, I mean,
well, I mean, we both from there. You know what I'm saying, and that's what brought us to leave to a bigger city.
We moved to Georgia. We didn't even know each other.
Where you guys in now?
We're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Atlanta now.
Yeah, I'm in Savannah. I'm from Clearwater.
Okay.
He's from Safe Harbor. So
what part of Clearwater?
Well, I grew up from Clearwater to Palm Harbor to Tarpon Springs. My mom.
Got you.
Everywhere. You know, my mom lives in Oldsmar right now. She just moved there. Like
I grew up in Oldsmar.
Yeah, I just left there like the other day, literally. But yeah, so we're definitely like, I can relate. Like that's why I said welcome, because like this is you're looking at mine right now as we speak. I've had that happen before, but it was one of those, you know, you're just figuring it out. I'm sure you can relate where you thought maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe that's how you got in radio at one point. You know what I mean? Like just trying to figure it out, right? Like,
right.
Is this the move? Like, and you just keep going till you finally, and you'll feel it where you're like, nah, this is it.
Right.
Yeah. And you're looking at
so
today.
I was back. So when I was back in Tampa, like that year, I got to a point where I was just like, I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I knew my potential was like so much higher. And I knew the industry that I really wanted to dive into wasn't there. So I was like, there was 3 or 4 nights in a row. So I don't know if you guys believe in like
the universe,
working its way or whatever. But there was 3 or 4 nights in a row where I woke up at almost 3 a.m. on the dot.
Yeah.
3, 4 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Right. So the 4th night that I woke up, my homie Bootleg Kev does the night show here at Real 92.3, which is iHeart Radio here, you know, big hip hop station in LA. And he already had that night show. So for some reason, the 4th night that I woke up, as soon as I opened my mind was like, check iHeart's career site. So I'm like wiping my eyes, like on my phone, going through iHeart's career site, and I found a little job on there. So I text him and I was like, hey, you know, this position is open at your station. And he's like, oh, you know, I can get you that job, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm texting you. So legit, the next day he went to speak to like the program director, whatever. They said that they needed somebody with experience. He hit me back and was like, yo, if you want the job, you got it.
Yeah.
Legit, literally 2 days later, I had a Honda Accord. Everything that I could fit in my Honda Accord was in my Honda Accord, and I drove across the country. 2 days later.
That's what's up.
And it happens that fast too.
It happened that fast. And I got here, I didn't have a place settled. I didn't, you know, it took a while to like really get into the job and the company after I interviewed. So I legit slept on his couch for 2-3 months.
Wow.
Just come out here and do it and really.
And that's a lot too. That's pressure on you and that person.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a wife and kids, and like
it's even more.
Yeah. Speak to anyone that may be watching from, you know, the Tampa Bay area that may say, you know, they want to make that move to a bigger market. And they're just wondering, you know, okay, how much money do I need to have stacked up? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, just speak to what was on your mind when you made the move beyond that, and speak to how it's not just that. You know what I'm saying? That it takes to
right.
Yeah.
So really the only thing on my mind was making it happen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I've never been afraid to take risks. I'm a risk taker. And I think the issue that I run into all the time talking to a lot of my friends who like have ideas of things that they want to do, you know, dreams they want to chase, is they're afraid to leave their bubble of comfort.
Yeah.
Right? People like, oh, I want to do this and that, but they have like a full-time job. They got bills to pay, this and that. And I look at them and I go, so quit.
Yeah.
And they're like,
so weird, right?
Throws them off. And it's because it's this safety net, right? And it's like, if you really want to chase a dream and you want to establish yourself doing your passion, you're not going to get paid right away all the time, right? You're going to have to do some things for free. You're going to have to get established. You're going to have to spend time doing it. So you may have to take like 10 steps back to take 20 steps forward.
Got you.
And you're
which is that sleeping on somebody else's couch, like you talked about.
Right, which is something I had to do. Not only sleeping on somebody's couch, like I left his house and I slept in another one of my homies. He had a walk-in closet. I slept in a walk-in closet on an air mattress for about a month and a half. And then after that, I got my own apartment when I was like able to really jump out. So it's like, do you want to struggle for your dream, or do you want to like stay in your comfort and be like, yeah, you're comfortable, right? Your bills are paid, but are you comfortable spiritually, emotionally? Are you happy with where you're going in your life, right? I'd rather sleep on a couch. I'd rather sleep on an air mattress and be fulfilled in the work that I'm doing. Right. And like put off the financial aspect of it until later, which now thankfully is working out for me because I had the faith and foresight to see it through. Then like work at this job that I hate and, you know, dread waking up and going to work every day.
Yeah. I got a few friends they're in Florida right now still, and they're like, just have different things they want to do. And I hear the same thing, like, you know, I'm just trying to get my money to this, or I'm just trying to figure it out that, and I got a plan. I'm like, I'm the same way. I'm like,
when this happens, as soon as this happens, I'll do it. Yeah, as soon as this happens, I'll do it. Or when this happens, the best day to make it happen is today.
I'm the worst friend. I'm the worst friend because I'm like, yeah, that's never gonna happen. Then like, if you're literally waiting on that, I mean, because literally you and just to bring more light to like how real this is, we have you did that, and that was a big risk, and you took yourself through a lot. But then me as a woman, I had 4 children, and I did
see, that's a whole different ball game. That's even harder.
I still did it.
You still did
it. I went through hell my first year here. I was very broke, very just, what am I doing? I just knew I was supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but one thing I didn't go through regret. Cause once you start even walking in your purpose, I don't think any of that exists.
Once you walk in your purpose and you really align that energy, and you put out into the universe what's gonna happen for you and where you're going, it comes together. Yeah. It may not be in the exact vision that you had it, like, this is what's gonna happen. Like, you just gotta picture your end goal, and the path is gonna be,
for sure,
it's gonna come and go. You just have to adapt as it goes.
You're gonna have bad days and everything, but you just understand that, like, I'm going somewhere though.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Progress. And then you just got to keep that mind frame though. So that's
I lived with my godmom when I first moved out here, and I had told myself I'm gonna live in the richest part of Atlanta, which is Buckhead. And so I transferred with a job that was a 45-minute drive from where my godmom lived at. But hey, it's where I knew I could sleep for little or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Make that 45-minute drive, but at least I'm like here. And now that I'm in Buckhead, it's like, you know, it's a uphill battle, but at least I'm in the battle. You know what I'm saying? It's contrary to being back at the crib, like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No disrespect to where we from. I mean, Tampa's a great place, but you know what I'm saying?
I love Tampa. I never I got a Tampa Bay hat on right now. You know, I'm always repping Tampa everywhere that I go. I have it tatted on my arm.
Right.
Tampa made me who I am. Right.
Okay.
And I bring that energy everywhere that I go. I bring that Tampa energy to LA. But we do know that Tampa has a certain cap in certain industries, right?
Correct.
For photography, if I'm trying to do big level photography, it just doesn't exist there, right? I could be a successful photographer in Tampa. I can do weddings. I can do, you know, business headshots and portraits and, you know, some entertainment stuff.
Not to that level that you want.
And I could be successful. I could make really good money doing that.
Yeah.
But it's not the industry that I wanted to be in.